Welcome to 2020. Today I will be interviewing the man that discovered classical conditioning. For those of you that don't know, classical conditioning is a type of learning that had a major influence on the school of thought and psychology known as behaviorism. Discovered by Russian psychologist Ivan Pavlov, classical conditioning is a learning process that occurs through associations between environmental stimulus and a naturally occurring stimulus. Ivan, tell us about yourself.
I am the eldest of 11 children. I was born and raised in the Central Federal District of the Russian Empire. I was able to read by the age of 7, but was seriously injured when I fell from a high wall onto stone pavement. I did not receive schooling until I was 11 years old as a result of my injuries.
Please tell us more about your family.
Because I was born into a large family, poverty was always an issue. My father was the village priest, and I tended to the church property. I inherited many of my father's characteristics, including a strong will to succeed.
Did you ever have a family of your own?
I married Sepharima in 1881, and we had 5 children, one of whom unfortunately died at a very young age. We lived in extreme poverty, so in our early marriage we had to live in separate houses with friends.
Anything else you want us to know about you?
Well, I won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1904, and when I died in 1936, I had my students watch and record observations about my death.
Tell us how you became a household name.
The work that made my name a household name in psychology actually began as a study in digestion. I was studying the digestive process in dogs, especially the interaction between salivation and the action of the stomach. I realized that they were closely linked by reflexes in the autonomic nervous system. Without salivation, the stomach didn't get the message to start digesting.
Interesting.
I wanted to see if the external stimuli could affect this process, so I rang a metronome bell at the same time I gave the experimental dogs food. After a while, the dogs, which before only salivated when they saw and ate their food, would begin to salivate when the metronome bell sounded, even if no food were present. This became known as classical conditioning.
It is still relevant and used today more than our viewers would think. Many advertisers use the classical conditioning theory. It is being used currently in wildlife conservation efforts to train dogs, explain addiction, and much more. Thank you for your contributions to psychology, Yvonne.
My pleasure.
Thank you for watching our 2020 exclusive. Pavlov's experimental research gained much respect throughout Russia, as well as America and so many other nations. Although he began his investigations late in life, he managed to develop the major constructs of a fully realized field of learning. He summarized his discovery in this remarkable book, Conditioned Reflexes. I would like to thank our contributions from Myers Psychology 9th edition, pbs.org, simplypsychology.org, ivanpavlov.com, and Psychology Today. Thank you.